Hi, Joe. How are you?
Hi. I
How
can't
you
see you
doing?
then. Where are you?
Good. You can probably hear my screaming kids in the background, so we're gonna have to do. I'm hiding in the bedroom so they don't kind of jump in on me.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm hiding in a bedroom. Look.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I'm
Good.
good. Yeah.
You're
So, I was
you're.
just explaining. We met recently, didn't we? I went on a retreat in Byron,
Isn't it amazing?
beautiful retreat, and we met there.
Yes.
And I just thought we'd jump on and have a chat, really, and
Ab-
just talk about our experiences, really.
Absolutely. Well,
So,
we have like I'm only recent in this space, so like connecting with people at the retreat, like that you just have so much in common with, and I feel like we can just chat for hours about where we were prior to kind of jumping into this space, what's shifted, like everything. There's so much. So I'd love to know about your story because I know you're world schooling your kids, aren't you?
yeah. So I've got a 12-year-old and a 4-year-old. And we left the UK nearly 8 months ago now. It's crazy how time flies.
Wow.
We sold everything we owned pretty much, and took a one-way ticket. We started off in Thailand, and yeah, so we world schooling our kids and full-time traveling now. And we started off in Asia. We're currently in Australia, and yeah, and myself and my husband, we started this business to give us that location freedom,
Yeah.
um, to be able to just travel around the world and not be
Great.
fixed in one location. And it's been probably more of a massive change for me because I was in the corporate world for like 25 years, and I was so kind of, it was ingrained in me, like the whole 9 to 5 and the sitting at a desk all day.
Yeah.
Um, and now my life's very different. So we started the business to just give us that flexibility and freedom, really.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. How have you adjusted from, because obviously like going from a corporate 9 to 5
Mm.
into the other extreme of world schooling and being so free, like how have you adjusted to that? Because like for many that could be a huge change.
Yeah. I mean, it has been a huge change, and we didn't put too much pressure on us for the first few months we were traveling. Um, we you know, we just, to do too much schooling or build the business in the first few months, just because we needed to just adjust to the whole transition. Um, but yeah, it's taken a little bit of an adjustment. I think I was talking to you before and saying, for me, in particular, there's so many sort of ingrained habits. And then for the first few months we were traveling, I was like getting my laptop out every morning at 9 o'clock, and then just like going through all my personal like admin and emails and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I started to realize, well, this is just like the habit of like, this is what I do, like in my traditional corporate role, and it was just so ingrained in me.
Yes.
And yeah, and what else was I going to say?
Would
Yeah,
you ever to the corporate?
sorry.
Would you ever go back to a corporate role?
No, not now. No, not now. Um, yeah. No,
So
I think going back to that structure and routine would be really, really hard now for me. Um, but also, I think there was the other thing I was going to say is, I didn't realize how much I was defined by my job, and my role, and um, it was so much of a part of my identity, you know. Um, and I was, you know, grew up in London. We lived just outside London in Surrey, and it was almost like the first, or like one of the main things you talk about when you met people was, um, you'd say, "Oh, what do you do? What's your job?" And it was like the major talking point.
yes.
Um, and with the community, we've met the great world schooling community we've met while we've been traveling. Um, it's much more sort of rounded conversation where,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't work full time. They've got their own businesses.
Yeah.
Um, they've got rental properties, all sorts, and people aren't so much defined by their jobs and their roles. So yeah, I only started realizing how much of my job defined me until I
Yes.
walked away. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, I can completely resonate. Like my background's in, for those of kind of your followers who don't know me, my
Mm.
background, yeah. And I worked as an osteo for like nearly 10 years and kind of had the similar kind of thing of like, yeah, I don't really want to be doing this anymore. I want to be with my kids and I want to be homeschooling and I want to be able to travel, and I want that freedom, flexibility.
Mm.
And I had an enormous moment when I went, well, who am I without my title? Like, who am I without my Doctor of Osteopathy title? And it is such an enormous thing to kind of let go of that and actually go, no, in order to live the life you want of freedom and being able to travel anywhere, or kind of like not having, like this morning, I love just getting up and not having to set an alarm. Like, I don't know about you, but just that day freedom and
Yeah,
letting identity can be really, really hard. So
yeah,
I completely hear what you say. And I think that there's a lot of people in this space that feel pretty similar. And like you say, you've met a lot of people in the world schooling community that are doing things differently because it gives them the lifestyle and the freedom and the, like, insert hundreds of different benefits of having
yeah.
that kind of I love it. I absolutely love it. I'd love to know, because we really want to go traveling around Australia, and there's been kind of many times where we're like, right, we're going to do it next year. We're going to do it next year. What was the moment? What was the kind of line in the sand where you went, we're done, we're going? Because that's a big moment to make that step.
Oh, uh, oh God. Yeah. See, people always quite often ask me this, and I don't think it was one particular moment. I think it was just like just this realization is, I think it was probably winter in the UK. I was wrapped up. We used to work from home pretty much all the time with about 3 layers on. Um, and we were lucky about a beautiful view out into the garden, and just sort of dragging myself, just this whole sense of just this kind of draining routine where I was just like rushing the breakfast, rushing the kids out the door,
Yeah.
rushing to my desk to open my laptop, and then not really realizing I wasn't particularly lit up or inspired by the whole. I didn't like love my job. I didn't hate my job, but I wasn't inspired by it. It didn't light me up every day. And I think just thinking, is this just gradual realization that is this what life's meant to be?
Is
I'm
this
meant to do this for another like 20, 25 years because there's got to be more to life. And we've got a 12-year-old gal, and just seeing how quickly she's grown and how quickly that time has passed. And then we were very blessed to have another a boy, a 4-year-old boy, and we didn't think we'd have another child. And then just thinking, oh, we've actually got time to like have an impact on his life while he's still young,
yeah.
and give the kids opportunities. And I look back and I think, I've still got time to impact my 12-year-old and show her that there's
Yes.
another way. She doesn't have to like just go to school, university, get a career, and just work for someone else the rest of her life. There's so much more to life.
Yes. And that's
Yeah,
powerful, isn't it? And I feel for me that's a lot of my motivating factors is to be able to be present and connected with our kids and really enjoy their childhood and enjoy
yeah,
being like I I have so much empathy, like as you say, like you were just rushing through breakfast and
mm,
rushing through those mornings, and for so many people it is those moments like before and after work that the connected times when everyone's most tired and stressed and rushing. And as you say, yeah, are you going to do that for your rest of life? That's really hard. And to be able to be present now with your 4-year-old and your 12-year-old and actually
yeah,
have show them this incredible freedom lifestyle, like
yeah,
that's amazing.
yeah, yeah. So just obviously for my followers, do you want to talk about a bit more about your story, because we've
Sure.
posted a lot on mine, and it would be
Yeah.
good to
Well, I love
catch up on where you're at and where your background.
you really inspired me because, as I say, so we're originally from the UK, but we moved out to Oz 8 years ago, and both my husband and I are osteos, run our own businesses, like kind of doing quite well. But I got to a moment where we had our daughter 4 years ago, and she came to work with me for the first 2 years of her life because I was like, I refuse to create this disconnection between us. I refuse for anyone else to kind of raise my kid. I didn't become a mum to not be present with her, to not be connected. So I did that for the first 2 years. And then our son was born. And obviously I can't take two kids to work, as ambitious as I am. And yeah, I can just remember there was a real clear-cut moment for me where I walked out the door, and my husband and I used to share care. So like I'd go to work, he'd have the kids, and then vice versa. And I remember walking out the door, and although like I knew they were in very safe hands, they were being so well cared for, I just had my daughter go, "Mummy, don't leave." And I just had this like epiphany moment of like, my place is with them. My place, nurturing them, supporting them, being connected with them, and I don't want to miss a moment of that. So I kind of had that moment of right, I want to find something that I can do from home, that I can be present and connected with them, that I can kind of like cherish these young women. Because as you say, you've got a 12-year-old, and like those moments go so quickly, and I'm already looking at my 4-year-old going, oh my God, where have those years gone? So I wanted to be able to earn money from home, but also in a way that, yeah, we could go traveling if we wanted to, like all our families overseas. So if we kind of suddenly decide we have to rush back overseas to see them, or for whatever reason, like in our previous roles as osteos, like, oh, my husband, he's still working as an osteo and I do bits on the side. If we stop working, we don't earn any money. And it's like every time we take a holiday, or every time we stop working or whatever, or if we have a sick day with the kids, like we don't have any money coming in. And I was like, that's a really strange way to live. And I was be able to, I don't believe anything is truly passive. Like I believe you have to put in the work, and I know with this business, like you've got to put in the work, but once you put in the work, you do get that money coming in literally while you sleep. So I was looking for something that gave me that, so that we could go traveling around Australia and world school our kids and live the life that we wanted to, not that kind of we felt we should be living. And I guess for me, one of the big things as well was, because I come from a background of supporting other people, like I couldn't just kind of clock into something that didn't give back and that didn't support people and that didn't mean something. Like I kind of looked into drop shipping and buying other and things like that, and I was like, it just didn't kind of light me up, just didn't fuel my passion. And I was like, I need something that really, yes, being a mum is so important and caring for my kids, but also I wanted to have something that fueled me and that kind of made me feel powerful is not the right word. Gave me
to be like aligned with your values, your value system.
Exactly. So I guess kind of that's a little bit my background, and yeah, I've been in the space maybe nearly 6 months. And as I say, like there are mornings I just don't even have to put, I mean, I never really put an alarm on. I've always kind of designed my life that it works around what I want, but I would still be governed by the clock. So just that change of pace of just going, oh, what do we feel like doing today? Like that's just be kind of really present with my kids to feel like I'm making an impact. That is kind of mainly my story. And
I can totally relate to that and resonate to that, because I've done multiple side hustles and online businesses. I've done sold products on Amazon, multiple e-commerce websites, tried a bit of Amazon influencing, all sorts of different things. I mean, they were just a means to an end, really. Someone that, I didn't feel so passionate about it. And this business, I think the great thing about this business that really attracted us to it was, being able to benefit from the products that we sell and the water and, and just feel those benefits to our health. And that's really important to us. But for us, it's about sharing those benefits with other people. And you know, I'm not just selling something for the sake of it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's feeling like you're giving something back to someone.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for me, yeah, with background in the healthcare industry, like, and really like health and wellness and nutrition and exercise, like they're like my key pillars for me.
Yeah.
And the same as like this is literally changing lives. And yeah, I couldn't just sit behind something that wasn't actually making a difference. And I think that's
Yeah.
why there was no moment of hesitation. It was like, yep, I'm in. I'm 100% in, because it just felt so aligned. And where kind of the future is heading, in people really wanting to improve their health. Like, I speak to so many people who are like, I want to feel better. Like, I want to kind of feel stronger and healthier. And like, where do you start? And I think some of the most important things is, what you put in your body. And as I say that, my husband's bringing me an incredible banana smoothie.
Oh, that's sweet.
So
Yeah. So, yeah, go on then. Yeah.
you mentioned kind of between like you did the little bit of Amazon stuff and this business,
Yeah.
like actually making a difference. Did you notice a difference in kind of like the structure of things and how much work you had to put in? Was there any other difference other than kind of it feeling really aligned? This is my personal
I'll tell you the main difference is, and I've learned, is like being an entrepreneur, like working for yourself, like online, can be quite lonely. And I think the whole and I kind of like, this is really kind of come to me as I've done the retreat and I met you and other women recently.
Yeah.
The community that comes with this is really powerful.
Yes.
And I haven't found that with other businesses. You know, they've had like group chats and online calls and stuff, but I've never experienced anything like this community. And just the willingness for people to just cheer each other on and help each other out, even if you're not in the same business line.
Yeah.
You know, we've traveled around and we've been out, you know, we travel with our products, but you know, for some reason that's, you know, when we've gone on short trips, we haven't had water or whatever, and we've been able to just go on the global community and pick up water from people and just meet other people all over the world that are doing this business, which has been great, you know, to connect with that community.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that there's a massive power in that. You don't feel like you're in it on your own. And you can dip in and out as much as you want, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know about you, when we went to the retreat in November.
Yeah.
Most of us had never met before, but I found I had deeper conversations with people I'd never met.
Yeah.
Than people I've known for my whole life. Like, there was this real sense of, like, yes, there's an alignment in the business, but there was also alignment in kind of personality and connection and support. And as you say, really cheering people on. I've never experienced community like this either. Like all through my kind of uni years, my working years, my school years, like everything, I look back and there is so much support, but also guidance. Like, you can come into this space and go, I've never even done an Instagram page or a Facebook page, or like, I've never sold a thing in my life. And there is so much guidance and support and encouragement from that community on how to get to where you want to go. And that was one of the things that surprised me as well. It was like, you have all these incredible people who've been and done it before you, and they're literally giving you the roadmap and the love, encouragement, and the support to go, yes, you can absolutely do it too. And that's amazing. Yes. So, like, I feel like I've learned so much from like a business perspective, but also from that like really deep personal transformative thing. I feel like, yes, the business has completely transformed my lifestyle and the way I earn money and like all of those things, but also from a personal, I feel I have grown. And I so many people as well, they go, it has been the biggest transformative journey of my life.
Yeah, and I totally agree, because it's not just about, I've not just learned like sales and business skills, but personally, you know, I've done a lot on like money scarcity.
Yes.
Background I've got.
Yes.
And you know,